Rates in people with European ancestry or people in Europe for pulmonary embolism or vein thrombosis is 1 or 2 people out of 1,000 people per year, or 5 to 11% of the population in their entire lifespan will have one of these blood clot related problems. Now, evaluating any kind of risk, especially an increased risk or claim thereof that you might have seen on a news website, should be taken with a very simple testing here. Is the rate higher or lower for the group of people you're talking about? Now, that seems like something that should be trivial to do, and I don't see anybody in the news doing it. Moreover, I don't see people telling you how many people have gotten the vaccine that we're talking about here that's supposed to be causing an elevated risk. Nobody says the word elevated risk. Of 17 million people, they should have 17,000 people a year, 46.6 per day, or 326 a week, with an embolism or a thrombosis out of 17 million people. And in a 2-week period of time, it should be something on the order of 600 people, 700. Over a period of 2 weeks, we have 37 people out of 17 million people getting the vaccine. That's 5.6% of the rate normally, or 1 in 17 times lower likelihood of it to happen. If you were to use these numbers at face value, which I'm sorry, but news sources are pretty good at ignoring anything that is complex here, if you want to ignore complexity, that would indicate that getting this vaccine lowers your risk of getting a thrombosis or an embolism, not increases it. Out of 17 million people, they found 37 people who had a problem related to this, when there should be on the order of 600 or 700 people. That's the entire video. Why would someone use something they could easily check like this and find it isn't a risk worth mentioning at all, because it's not higher than the placebo effect number or just the general population? Why would someone talk about not giving out the vaccine or people having a good reason to avoid it? And why did you maybe believe that before you showed up here? I'm going to say it's 6% of the normal rate, and you're, let's say, 17 times less likely. I'm trying to make it look as scary as possible here. Give me a bone here. Why would somebody do that? Ideology, politicization, nationalism, not wanting to trust a source. I don't know. Yelling Bill Gates will do it. I'll throw that in the title too. The rate of people getting a specific malady should be compared to what the average rate is. You can also look for that month's rate normally. It is not elevated, it's lower than normal for the same population, unless you're assuming they're extremely unusual. So what population were the people that got the vaccine? Were they old people that get these problems more often? Again, out of 17 million people receiving the vaccine. Let's say it was half that. That means you should have, instead of, in this period of time, 600 people, it should be 300 people. It's still, 37 isn't 300. It's a lower risk. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that.